Welcome back to the Casting Cost cEDH podcast. I'm Blake.
I'm Chase, and today we're covering the cEDH Madrid Summer Event that took place this past weekend. So I think part of this, one, it was the largest event that took place over the course of the weekend. We had an 8-player event in Madrid, Spain. So that's kind of cool. And I think part of it, Blake wanted to torture me and listen to me try to pronounce some of these names. I may not say the full name. I'm going to at least attempt to say the first name on some of these players. But before we get into this, something we have kind of been noticing these past few weeks with the channel.
There's a lot of y'all that are watching that aren't subscribed. I think it's like 84%. I'll put the little metric up.
Yeah.
There's like 84% of y'all that watch this aren't subscribed. And we always typically save it for the end. But we're trying to hit 1,000 because Chase wants to torture me and make me play your coming event. And I want to see him play flubs in an event. So if you're not already, like and subscribe.
Yeah, please do.
Stop what you're doing. Like and subscribe.
And he is right on saying it's at 84.4% of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel. And what's crazy about that is based on our public watch hours within the last year, we have almost 12K watch hours on our content for only 15.6% of the people watching us actually subscribe to the channel. So please subscribe.
I'm going to break it out because I haven't used it in a while. Please. No, I used to do that all the time.
Oh my god!
But besides that, sorry, yeah. we have to say it. It's part of content. But yeah,
we don't have to say it. We just
we're gonna say it. I don't give a shit. But I guess I shouldn't say shit because then we'll get demonetized. But who gives a fuck?
What? We're not even monetized right now.
Yeah,
because we haven't hit that 1K yet because you all won't subscribe. So please.
Anyways, let's hear Chase pronounce some Spanish names. Let me get the actual deck pulled up.
I'm not pronouncing the full name on this. I will give it my best shot. But okay, so in 16th place we have Arturo Bustos Moyano. I'm gonna say that we're sticking with it on Blue Farm with 2 wins and 4 losses.
Mm-hmm. Dude, one thing that I absolutely hate, I don't know if you can see this on here, but like it's so hard to see the cards. I noticed looking back on some of our videos, it's so hard. Like you can't really read.
Like, are they grainy looking?
Yeah. Well, and even if I zoom in, you have to like really zoom.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I mean, we can see the pictures. Like we're gonna be okay. They're gonna know what the cards are, so it's all good. So go ahead and scroll down because I've already seen something interesting in the creatures. Do you see it? Do you see it? Our friend Jake was running it in his Blue Farm list, but he's not anymore, I don't think.
Oh, Vivi?
Vivi, yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, somebody lists have been picking this deck up.
Yeah.
Or this card up.
So, yeah, we got Vivi here in the 99 in our creatures. But, I mean, outside of that, everything else looks pretty standard like we're typically seeing from Blue Farm stuff.
Yeah, this looks like a Blue Farm list.
It does, but it's a little bit higher on its sorceries. Like, I feel like in our Blue Farm list that we like either play or that we see here in the US, like, I don't know if everyone is choosing to do the Last Chance of the Warrior's Oath in the sorceries.
Well, me and you kind of talked about that the last time. Like, I feel like Jessica's Will, Last Chance, things like that represent more of like a turbo farm type of strategy. Yeah. So, I mean, this deck probably is trying to go a little bit faster. I'm curious to see if their interactive package is like pretty standard or if they've like maybe cut some stuff to like try to go a little bit faster, like if they're running Rain of Filth and things like that.
Well, they're on 2 will effects, so let's keep going down and let's see what else they got on here.
Yeah,
well, I see the Rain of Filth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this list is trying to jam a little bit quicker. They got the Snapback and the Offer package, Flare, Force, Intuition. Hey, yeah, they're on those. Artifacts look standard. No One Ring. Also makes sense because they're probably trying to go a little turbo.
They're trying to go faster, more dependent probably on Necropotence than Mystic Study at times.
Yeah.
I think what is interesting, and it's a trend that we have continued to see with some of the Blue Farm lists popping up, like that addition of Cavern. Like I know we haven't talked about it too much on the channel as far as the Blue Farm list itself goes, but like that's something you are seeing a lot more, and we did see that pop up in a lot of the lists during the Invitational and things like that too. So
yeah. Also, they're on starting town, which that just leans even more that this list is go quick.
Yeah, trying to go quick. You don't even like that card.
Well, I hate starting town.
You got to play it in Yuriko whenever we hit 1,000.
I've only
just really hate that deck,
dude. I've had that card come in untapped for me one time, and the other game I told you the other game where I drew it in like my turn 1, I was like, this is gonna come in untapped. Michael dropped a root maze, and it came in fucking tapped. Fuck that card.
But yeah, other than that, pretty close to what we're seeing in like the quicker builds of Blue Farm. But the VV doubling up on extra turn effects with Last Chance, the Reign of Filth, trying to go heavier into Necropotence.
Yeah,
good list.
Absolutely,
good list. It's doing work. So congrats on 16th place. All right, in 15th place we have Alvaro Mion with another Blue Farm list with 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. So let's see if there's anything different about this list.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I saw this or not. Was the other list on OBM?
I didn't pay enough attention.
Can you check it?
We're too far gone.
Too far gone. I just want to know. Because I just now noticed. I think it's the same amount of creatures.
God. No, they are not on OBM.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, once I saw Orcish Bowmaster here, I said, wait a minute, the other list wasn't on Bowmaster.
So it's like they're opting for Bowmaster instead of VV in this list?
Yeah, they said, well, yeah, okay, so they're probably trying to go a little bit longer game then, like trying to grind her out a smidge.
Well, let's see. Look at the sorceries.
Ah, never mind. Damn it. What is up with everybody being turbo pilled right now?
Stop. Actually, you probably want them to be because of the podcast episode that got released this week. Our discussion on this deck in particular.
Today.
Oh yeah, well, this week. Today is Wednesday, my dude.
Oh,
based on when this gets released.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dumbass.
Fuck off. They're less artifacts, so no. What is it? No Fel? Yeah, no Felwar stone.
No Felwar, but they are on the One
Ring.
Ring. Yeah.
Okay, so this is turbo with a touch of mid range. Okay, turbo with a touch of mid range form.
Touch of something. So
Purplish form.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. So those were kind of the differences, but same deck list for the most part that we're seeing. So congratulations on 15th place. I don't know how to pronounce this name, but we're gonna try our best. So in 14th place we have Ander.
Huerhoga. I don't know how to do that.
Huerhoga.
We try our best.
No, I try my best. You make fun of me for it.
I do.
So on Rogside with 2 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. So a Rogside build. What we got here?
Turbo Rog, Last Chance. Oh, they're on the Praetor's Grasp. Yeah, this is Rog, bro.
Oh my god, what?
This is Roger.
I mean, it is Roger, but like some things that like, and I feel like in the Roger decks that we have seen more recently, like we don't see Vivi included.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe hit or miss there. Trying to look at like they're on 3 wheel effects, which I feel like is crazy, but maybe not too far off.
You think we would see? I mean, I haven't gone down far enough to see this. You think there would ever be a Roger deck that would like put Curiosity in strictly for like VV or OBM? I'm just curious.
I mean, maybe.
I
don't know. I think that like the thing with maybe even OBM and VV is that I think that those are cards that kind of help push Roger get into that mid to late game a little bit more effectively. So I don't know if they would actually include the Curiosity. For that reason, but yeah. I mean,
just spicy.
We'll see. I guess we'll see. We haven't gotten to the enchantments yet.
Let's look at the instant sorceries on the Flood Maw. I like that. Rain of Filth. Daze, Dramatic Reversal.
Yeah, a bunch of.
Okay, honestly, we're thinking Isocron. I know some lists are kind of weird. Like that.
Wait,
there's Dramatic Reversal.
There is Dramatic Reversal.
Let's see. I'm curious if they got the ISO Rev plan. Nah. I didn't think so.
No, I think if anything, it's probably just a value thing.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
I don't have much mana. Let me untap everything and then win on top of you.
Well, I feel like you're seeing more people just play the Dramatic Versal. Obviously, Isocron Scepter is not a great card, really. Or the Dramatic. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, Dramatic Versal. Yeah. What? One Ring? Is that what you're looking at?
No.
What? Blood Chief?
They're on the Blood Chief Ascension.
No Mind Crank, though, right?
No Mind Crank.
Dang. I'm liking it. Steel Enchantment.
They're on Steel Enchantment too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yep. Dude, I'm honestly obviously my commander can just tutor this straight out the deck, but I have honestly thought about cutting Steel Enchantment because it starts so many fights at a table.
Yeah.
If you just say, hey, we both have Rhystic Studies, people are pretty on board with that. If you say, hey, I have your Rhystic Study, people are not on board with that.
I feel like with the Bloodchief Ascension, though, I think that in Rogsai, like without a Mind Crank or anything like that, like we saw one of the last few times we covered this, like I guess I could kind of see it as this piece where, like, if you're trying to pull off the same similar thing with Bowmaster, where you're just willing and killing the table that way, I think Bloodchief, if it's turned on, then you're forcing your opponents to discard cards and put them in the graveyard, and then like they're taking what 14 every single time. So I mean, I guess I could see where it
like
is utilized as an alternative WinCon with that. But
I like it.
Yeah.
Anything else you're seeing though?
Nah, not too much. Looks like Rogsai.
Hey, congrats.
So congrats on 14th place. All right, in 13th place, is it? You think it's Julian? Hulin? I have no idea. Gonzalez. I know that part, but I was not very good with Spanish.
It's okay. If it makes you feel better, I did not take it ever.
Did you really not?
No.
Then how would you pronounce that name?
I told you, Waylon.
Waylon? Oh, we're just simple people from...
I'm from the South, brother. I don't know.
But they are on Kenrith with 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw.
Oh, Chatterfang, Warren Soul Trader line. You can, now that I know what this does, you can just gain the life back with your treasures, repeat the loop. We got the Enduring Vitality, got 6 as a really nice little like alternative breach line. Got the Lotho, just really good like creatures in general from the creature package. Got the Thassa for sure. I think we're seeing all these lists come off the Hermit Druid lines because I feel like that's just really, it's very interactable with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, good sorcery package. Neoform seems really good.
No wheels.
No wheels. I'm telling you, man.
No wheels.
I'm not a big wheel guy, but I can understand that. But I still think it's fine. Demonic Console is a card that I'm seeing a lot more lists start to pick up. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't have much use of it for like the first part of it, but like whenever they're running cards, like I was kind of looking down, like they're running Entomb. If they are like Culling Ritual, if you just wipe your own board, like you don't care, like you're able to pump all that mana into something. The Diabolic Intent, having to sacrifice things. I'm trying to see what else. Like if, like maybe even with a Warren Soul Trader feeding your graveyard to some extent, like, you know, it's going to be turned on. On a regular basis. So
yeah, I agree.
And Neoform, I'd overlook that one too. Yeah, I mean, you're most likely going to have the Delirium enabled where you could just utilize that as another demonic tutor. So
yeah. Agreed.
Let's look at the instances.
Running the Entomb. You think they're going to be running any kind of like necromancy package or anything like that?
I don't think so.
I mean, you have the reanimate on the commanders. I mean,
yeah,
really
I wouldn't need to. Like, if we saw necromancy, I feel like that's a card you typically are going to see paired with like Abdel Adrian or World Gorger outside, or like in your case, probably Zur. Or like the Master of Keys, whatever you're trying to play at, like decks that actually like it kind of makes a little bit more sense to put it in. Whereas with Kenrith, you have so much more flexibility that being in 5 colors, that him being able to reanimate stuff on his own, I don't think you're gonna see it.
Yeah,
could be wrong.
Agreed. They're on Nas.
They are on Nas.
Yep. I mean, obviously they're on like Consult, Impact. Consultation, Impact for the Thassa plan. Good interactive package. 1 ring. No Felwar again.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I guess if you're wanting to make sure, like, even though you're playing 5 colors, Felwar is good, but it's also kind of hit or miss depending on the pod you're playing in. Arcane Signet just feels better. So enchantment wise, like we have the Rhystic, we have a copy enchantment, which is kind of interesting. But again, it's like we've been discussing, like all these decks kind of shifting to where we're just making multiple copies of Rhystic. Maybe in this case, even a multiple copies of Smothering Tithe just to be able to dump that mana into Kinrith.
Yeah. You think we see a Forbidden Orchard in the lands package since we're on 5 color?
No.
No.
No. Did we? Was I wrong?
I don't see it.
I was correct. Yeah, I feel like Forbidden Orchard feels really bad in a lot of decks right now. Like, it's funny in CIS-A. Don't get me wrong. You just, like, give everyone infinite tokens, and then, like, you swap the text with Deadpool, or tie and kill them all off and force draw your opponents out. But, like, outside of that, since there are, like, a few variations of the Turbo Cradle deck going on right now, I don't feel like that's a card that most decks want to play.
Yeah. I do think it's funny, Kinrith having that High-Fae Trickster, or not High-Fae, Fairy Mastermind text on him of just like target player draws a card. It's so funny to, like, you just...
Yeah.
Just so funny.
Yeah.
Just
So, I mean, you could present that combo because you're still running Kinnan here, and if you have Smothering Tithe, I mean,
I didn't notice. Oh, go ahead.
It would be nice to see the Fairy Mastermind, like, included in the 99, so that way if you're, like, locked out of Kinrith, you can kind of go into that plan, but it doesn't look like they have much as far as, like...
Other ways to abuse that.
Yeah, because, I mean, they have Born Upon the Wind, but they don't have...
No Valley.
Valley. They don't have High-Fae.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised they're not running, like, Valley and, like, potentially a, like, Retraction Helix or whatever, but also Kinrith's not, like... I guess this isn't necessarily, like, an amazing Mox Amber deck.
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
I mean, your legends are Kinnan, Lotho, Tataru,
Raggy.
Six, and Chatterfang and Raggy. Yeah, those are your only legends. So it's not like always going to be turned on, but it could be.
Yep. But I don't have anything else about the list.
Yep.
It still looks good.
It's cool to see Kinrith pop up again, so congrats on 13th place. All right, in 12th place, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to say it's Heitor Nequesa Garcia.
I think that sounds exactly how I would have said it.
Yeah, I don't think that's how you would have said it.
No. Heitor.
With 2 wins, 3 losses, and a draw on another Blue Farm list.
There we go.
A lot of Blue Farm popping up, but let's see if there's any differences.
Right off the rip, I'm not seeing...
I
mean, no VV, but...
I don't think our other list had the Fairy Mastermind in it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And maybe had the Valley Flood Color?
I don't remember.
It's questionable.
I mean,
I don't remember off the top.
What else would they have cut is the question. I mean, they're on Facebreaker. They're on... I don't know.
I don't know either. So, yeah, we're just... I mean, it's like we kind of continue to reiterate throughout these videos, like when we're seeing the same list kind of pop up, especially since here recently the discussion is kind of tailored towards Blue Farm. Like, yeah, we're going to see some variation, but for the most part, the deck is going to be
Blue
the
Farm
same
still,
pretty
yeah.
much across the board.
You're going to have like a slight shift in packages now, but other than that, yeah. I mean, this one's not on like the Last Chance, not on the Jessica's Will, so probably...
And not on the Mnemonic Betrayal either.
Yep. Just looking down in the Instants and Sorceries. Not on the Reign of Filth. They are more... It looks like they're on more of the mid-range package. They're on
I noticed like...
Intuition.
Well, I noticed the Dispel and the Path to Exile.
Yes.
As well included in that package. So yeah, I would kind of agree with that. Like wanting to prepare more for the mid-range, a lot more interactive, but still like... I mean, it's Blue Farm. It's still going to be able to pop off whenever it needs to.
Yeah, no One Ring, though, which I do find curious, but still good. And then they are opting for the Mirror Maid.
Instead of the Steel Enchantment.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit more flexibility, whatever it needs. Like, I mean, if you, for some reason, needed to copy a One Ring, you could. If you needed to make another Rhystic Study, obviously you could. Smothering Tithe, whatever. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm trying to see if there's anything interesting in the lands. I'm not really seeing it. Oh, no. They are on a Forbidden Orchard.
There you go.
Why?
People just like, man, being able to make any man of any color. I mean, you're on it, it's just say, right?
It comes in and out at times.
Okay.
It comes in and out. I think that part of that, I think Forbidden Orchard is more of a meta pick as opposed to like deck construction.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not a great card to be running right now because it's like, oh, let's give the Blue Farm player a spirit, as we saw in one of our recent gameplay. And if you haven't seen that gameplay, go check that out. But where it's like, oh no, you could give me the spirit. I won't do anything with it. Diabolic Intent. Like, oh, I can't give the player over here a spirit because they have a Cradle out, but the other 2 people also have a Cradle out. So what do I do with that?
Yeah, but I mean, I think this is just the safer pick because they're not on starting town. I know a lot of people have talked about cutting like Spire of Industry for starting town, but I mean, I guess Forbidden Orchard makes more sense. Like if you're going to go into the later game and you want to make sure that you're not going to have tap lands come in, and you're also going to want to make sure that you're hitting your colors. Because I think that once you go up 3 colors, it's kind of easy to hit the colors you need. 2 colors, obviously, super easy because we run all the duels, but like all the best stuff. But and obviously 1 color is 1 color. But like I feel like once you get to that 4 and 5 color, it's whenever it gets really, really, really tricky. And I think that's why you're even seeing people start to run like Tarnished Citadel and stuff like that. So I mean, and I guess they can't really do that because like if they're on the Nas plan, they're not wanting to just eat damage constantly, unless they're on Tarnished, and then I'm just an idiot. But.
No, I didn't see the Tarnished. And I guess another thing with the Forbidden Orchard too, like it could be a pick against the mirror match, where if say it is the version of Blue Farm that is a little bit heavier on Delny and trying to get like Timna triggers and things like that, then you can give another player a spirit so that way they at least have a blocker and can kind of prevent some of that. Yeah. Like that part makes sense to it.
I would absolutely be like, hey, I'll give you this blocker if whenever they swing, you'll block with it. I mean, that does make sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, yeah. All right. Congrats on 12th place.
Go for it.
Okay. This is a mouthful. So in 11th place, I'm going to say that this is Angel Alexander Ponce de Leon Santarrey. I don't know. That's a long name. But anyway.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I know you couldn't have.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this person in 11th place with Halana and Timna with 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw.
Yeah, we're seeing this deck pop up more all of a sudden. I've played against this before, but there's got to be something going on apparently because this popped up whenever we covered the Steel City Spectacular as well. But yeah, it's got certain lines with like any sort of like sack outlet, like the Carrion Feeder or like the Vizier, things like that. And then you have the Cauldron Familiar and Samwise, because basically Samwise, whenever the creature comes in, it's going to create a food. You're going to sack it for some sort of payoff. And then when Cauldron Familiar comes in, or whenever it dies, you can sack the food that Samwise made, bring it back into play, and then it has Blood Artist type of effect where each opponent loses a life, you're going to gain a life. And then you're just going to kind of rinse, repeat that combo. So then they also are able to run things like Protean Hulk, which is in the list. Yep. And then, yeah, they've got just a good sack outlets. Are they on Chatterfang? I didn't notice. I guess they don't need Chatterfang because it doesn't really do anything. But, yeah, they've got the Warren Soul Trader. Same thing, another payoff, pay a life. But then with that combo, you'll net neutral if that's going to be your sack outlet. Plus being able to sack the Hulk, sack the Academy Rector. Running Delny to double up on your Timna triggers and stuff like that. Rev, OBM, Archivist, things like that. Lotho, Esper. Dang, dude. You got all sorts of good like things that can double up. Oh, I guess the Cauldron Familiar even. It doubles up there too. Does it double up Samwise? Yeah, it doubles up Samwise. Yeah. So you make 2 foods instead of 1. Yeah. So, I mean, really good card in this list. Activated Sleeper. Yep. Just looking at other stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the creature package as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Instant sorcery, same thing. Ways to tutor out probably Hulk or other combo pieces if you need it. Unmarked Grave. Yeah, going into... Are you seeing anything in particular? I saw you like looking at the Body Snatcher.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at the Body Snatcher. I mean, if anything, like if you have it enter and you have Protean Hulk in hand, it kind of gives you like a way of kind of cheating that into play. Same thing with like, say, if you pitch a Grand Abolisher to it, and like you can cheat in your silence effects and be able to go off that way.
The thing is, like, you could sack Hulk with this line just to guarantee that you're like safe. So like, let's say you sack Hulk with, I don't know, you got like a Warren Soul Trader, you sack Hulk, you could go and then get the Body Snatcher and Grand Abolisher because it equals 6. Abolisher comes in, and then Body Snatcher says, oh, it entered. I'm going to exile it unless you discard a card, but you're like, I don't want to do that. So then you let it die. Protean Hulk comes back, you sack it again with your sack outlet, and then you go get the combo pieces that you need. Yeah. So it kind of allows you to like double up the effect. So I think that definitely makes a lot of sense. That seems pretty good. Also, like, obviously you don't have to get, like, you can go get Voice of Victory if you don't want to go get Grand Abolisher. But yeah, looking at, like I said, other stuff. Orange Chant. That's a card that's starting to pop up a lot more. I even saw that in some Blue Farm list, believe it or not.
Yeah, I would say that that's probably a card I feel like pops up in most of like the non-blue list if you think about it. Like because even Kellen, he's on it or has been on it at least at times.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, in the Dardu build, just because like you're not as interactive, but if you're able to kind of be like, whether it's a silence or you're able to kind of utilize this as a piece of being like, hey, you seem like the threat to my game plan right now. I'm going to go ahead and just silence you specifically, and kind of allows you to really like threat assess. I think actually, I don't know if it was in this past week or the week before. I felt like Logan was talking about this.
Yeah, he was.
On
where
keeping tabs on cEDH.
Well, and it was because one of the guy, Sterling, that was in the Top Deck Invitational on Blue Farm, he actually was on Orange Chant, and that was one of the things that he used. Like somebody cast a Born Upon a Win, and he didn't have anything to counter the Born Upon a Win, but he said, "Well, that's fine. Like you can cast stuff at Flash, but I'm going to Orange Chant you. So good luck."
Yeah.
And obviously, like then the stack continued to grow. But I do think that this makes sense. Like if you see somebody trying to push, you can go for it. If you have a Smothering Tithe out and plenty of treasures, then it can just be like crack for 3. I'm going to kick and get everybody now, and then I'm going to jam. So I think that makes a lot of sense. It seems like a good call. No, I mean like 1 for the cast and then kick 2. Like
so 3 the kicker's just 1 white.
Yeah, but doesn't it? Yeah, so you just pay an additional target player can. Oh,
so you pay a Grand Abolisher.
A Grand Abolisher. My bad. You're correct. Sorry, that's my fault. That's my bad.
They're on Birthing Pod, which I think is fine.
Oh yeah, another way to sack the Hulk.
Yeah.
This is neat. Cool list. What is this? Pattern Rebirth.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I've seen this card pop up. More Necromancy. It's nice. Has Flash, Survival, and
I feel like Survival Defense goes hard in this deck.
Fuck, just chain the whole way out.
Yeah.
God bless. And then 28 lands. I think that makes sense too. Seems like a really good spot to be in. I think they had an MDFC. Yep, with the Witch Enchanter. Yeah, this is a sick list.
Seems good. All right, congrats on 11th place. All right, in 10th place, we have another Blue Farm list. This is probably the easiest name to pronounce. Quadruple A Seed number 1. Like it.
And they have a dog as their picture.
Yeah. But yeah, on Blue Farm with 2 wins, 3 losses, and a draw.
I got ahead of me. I'm confused. There is a Rugrak.
I don't think I'm confused because I think there's going to be a Flare duplication in there. So
yeah, I mean sure. Voltron Farm.
Not a Voltron build, but
I'm just kidding.
I have seen it kind of pop up a couple times.
This one is on 1 will effect, but on a wheel effect. Or backwards. 1 wheel effect and 1 will effect.
I'm done. I really hated that joke. You're really preparing for this next month, aren't you?
Hell yeah, brother.
But yeah, so the Roger is kind of interesting, but I think that is add another red creature into the deck that allows you to utilize the Flare of Duplication and the Mox Amber a little bit more effectively in the list.
It is an attacker.
I mean, it's a creature that if you're ad-nausing, it's not going to hurt you.
True.
Whenever you flip it off the ad-naus.
And you can put it under stuff. Like you can
put it under Chromox. Yeah.
Bend it to a gemstone, all sorts of things. That was the argument that I made. Yeah, I'll save that for a different conversation. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Rain of Filth. Yeah, this is weird. It's like an in-between turbo mid-range Blue Farm.
Yeah.
They are on Nos. They have the Flare. Dramatic Reversal. You see anything that's like standing out?
No, just no. I think just the Roger. I think just being able to. Now we're seeing the Dramatic Reversal pop up again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just a meta call or what.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think that it makes sense. Like just when everybody thinks they got you out, they're like, "Oh, he's tapped out."
Yeah.
Or he's almost tapped out. He's got like 2 lands untapped. Like, what's he really gonna do? And then you're like, surprise.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, in worst case scenario, like, okay, hey, I'm going to cast this in response to my Wandering search. I'm going to go ahead and search again.
Yeah.
If you're on the Wandering, which they are, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and double up on my Wandering.
You know what I'm really surprised they're not on? What? Since they do have Roger in the 99?
What, like Cloudstone or something?
Loose Walls.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Like, just being able to pay a blue, sack Roger, and counter the, like, the Thoracle.
Yeah. Well, you
Like,
can also, I mean, you could counter all sorts of activated stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So I feel like that is a little bit odd to not see in the list, but overall, like super interactive, super blue farm.
Yeah, this one's not on the Mirror Maid, I've noticed, and we are seeing it is on Starting Town, so probably a little bit more turbo. But
Probably.
Anything else?
Nope. Congrats on 10th place.
To be fair, that wheel joke was funny as fuck. You got it.
All right. In 9th place, we have, I'm going to say Borja.
Okay.
LM.
Yep.
On Kefka with 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws.
Also a Rogrek in the 99.
What? I need for Bissy to come in and explain what is happening with the Roger here in the 99.
Yeah, you missed it. I talked to him for 3 hours.
Holy shit.
Saturday about Kefka.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear more about Kefka, be prepared for that to come out soon-ish, maybe.
Malevolent Hermit is actually such a solid card.
Oh, yeah.
Being a dude. And then also just the backside of it, the Geist.
Yeah. To make it where your non-creature spells can't be countered, basically. Yeah, it's stupid.
So good.
It's very good. Yeah, so let's take a look at the overall thing of this list. Now, with Kefka, like as far as the things that I feel like we're used to seeing, obviously like Grixis kind of good stuff within it. It also has the Displacer Kitten. It's running VV here in the 99. So I think that's interesting, but at the same time, like I'm sure there's a Cavern of Souls. I'm sure that you can name Wizard and be able to make an uncounterable VV. So I mean, especially since like Wizard wise, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different wizards in the build.
Yeah, a lot of people are. That was one thing that I was talking to Bissy about. Like you're seeing a couple of this version of like Kefka, or you're seeing a couple of Kefka lists start to come off of that wizard tribal type plan, because that was one thing he mentioned. Like when he first started with the list, he was just filling it with as many wizards, but now he's starting to kind of shy away from that. Like obviously, if you can get Kefka and a kitten down, that's correct.
Yeah.
And then also like the Harmonic Prodigy and stuff like that, but some lists are shifting away from the we're going to go hard Kefka plan and like the wizard stuff to we're going to play good Grixis, and then Kefka is almost treated like a Tymna, if that makes sense. But I still think that this is a solid like creature package for this deck. What else we got in here?
I mean, aside from that, like your typical tutors you're going to see, they are on the Praetor's Grasp. They're on 1 Will. They're on Siege, Mnemonic, so on. Really high in the instances, I feel like almost to levels like some Blue Farm list and Rock Side list are. We're at 31 instances, so a lot of interaction.
Yeah, I'm an Esper and I don't even run this many.
Yeah, they're on Rain of Filth too, so maybe they are trying to be a little bit more aggressive.
Dude, they're on Daze, Mana Drain.
Okay, so this Dramatic Reversal has got to be like a European meta pick, right?
I don't know, because I mean, like you're seeing other people pick it up here too, like Freedom Waffle. He has it in his Kinnan list. And but I get it, but
like seeing it in Kinnan versus seeing it in a Blue Farm and a Grixis shell, I feel like those are 2 different things.
Sure.
Yeah. Like,
well, I mean, think about it. Like, even if let's just say again, like you want to use it for value, and you're like, hey, this is fine. I have a 1 ring on board. I've got some mana that I could like use if I did this on tap. But you're on Blue Farm. You swing out. You hit your opponent, and then all of a sudden now you have like let's say you have a big orc arm. You have something, and your opponent just gets kind of silly, and they're like, oh yeah, you've been attacking me this whole game. I'm gonna send a Ragavan and a Tymna your way. I'm gonna attack the other players, and you're like, awesome, Dramatic Reversal, untap all my creatures. I'll block the Tymna.
I don't feel like that's what they're trying to do.
I'm just saying, you have options. Plus, like, let's say it untaps their 1 ring, they have mana. You get to keep your opponent off of creatures. You get to draw some more cards. Cast a Born Upon a Win.
I don't know. It's a stretch. Plus, they're not even on the 1 ring.
You get to double up on I don't fucking know, dude. I'm trying. Look, dude, I'm not a professional here, okay? I didn't like, make the invitation.
I feel like that's just a piece of tech that we are not seeing as much here in the US. Maybe we're starting to pick up on it some, but we've had 4 lists that are Grixis or Blue Farm. that has had it. So there's got to be some kind of reason for it. They are a little bit higher on their artifacts than some of the other lists that we've seen. I mean, unless they're going like,
It's just extra talismans.
activate Wish Claw Talisman, float all this mana, cast a dramatic reversal, untap the Wish Claw, be able to put another activation of it on the stack, and then pass it before you pass it to someone. So like get 2 tutors out of it through the dramatic reversal.
I said this earlier.
What?
The Wish Claw thing.
You said with the One Ring.
I said with the Wish Claw.
You started talking and I stopped listening.
Waste not in the list.
Yeah, but I mean that's one we've kind of seen popping up quite a bit, even over here in the U.S. The Wasteland. It's an interesting card. I don't know if it's like a must include in the list, but
Seat of the Sign-On.
Yeah, you pitch it. You pitch it to the Kefka ETB or attack trigger, and then you can draw more cards.
Oh yeah, I was just pointing it out.
Because of the Spire industry?
No, I was just pointing it out.
No.
I was. Yes. Yeah, that's what Chase said. Yeah.
There's a few things with that. I mean, you could also pitch. You could technically pitch it to. They were on Beseech. Like you could sacrifice it to Beseech the Mirror as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything else that you're noticing?
Not too much. You kind of touched on this earlier as far as the list kind of moving away from like, doing so much of the Kefka stuff. Like we were still seeing a lot of like the Essence Flux and some of the Flicker stuff. That's not in this list.
Yep.
So yeah, I do think that this is kind of what. Like it's just the good Grixis shell, and it's jamming whenever it needs to.
Yep.
So congrats on 9th place.
Heck yeah.
Okay, in 8th place we have Roy. I'm gonna say Raji, with Dogthras with 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws.
Okay, so now this is gonna be you because I don't know as much.
It's Rogthras plus or minus red and add white.
Okay.
I mean, that's...
I don't think this is, because this is insane. They're on, like, Destiny Spinner. I don't know if that's common or not. They're on Plagon. They're on Rasta. I guess that's maybe something that's common in some lists. They're on the Paragon Drake combo and some other stuff like that. Do you see Plagon in these lists?
You don't typically see Plagon in these lists, but I mean, whenever you have Seaborn Muse, the Drake, you have this Arasta that's going to make the tokens as well. That the toughness is bigger. Taru, Derevi,
Noble,
Wall of Roots, Voice of Victory,
like the whole creature package.
So I think it's just an additional way of being able to accrue some value, especially if you don't have access to the Thrasios. Plus, it pairs really well with a meal, where if you have enough, creatures with higher toughness on board, and then you have some extra mana, you just flicker the Plague on, and then you're drawing more cards.
That seems pretty good.
So I think that, that's pretty good.
Anything?
I'm trying to say, we're on the Borobreeze Collar, the Cloud of Fairies, Derevi Emil, the Biomancer's Familiar is in there. I'm sure they're on Training Grounds as well. I'm trying to see. This Generous Patron is interesting.
Inner support too. Whenever you put one or more counters on a creature you control, draw a card. It seems good.
I guess it is card draw. It gives you another outlet for the Emil to where you could just draw more cards.
Yeah, you can just manually draw through your deck that way, especially if you get shut out of the Thrasios plan. Being able to flicker Plague on and do some goofy stuff like that seems pretty good.
I think the Destiny Spinner is mostly just there to ensure that your creatures and your enchantments are going to be countered.
Yeah. What is this? Ecological Appreciation. Wow. It's pretty good.
It's almost like a green gifts ungiven for creatures.
Yeah.
In a way. So, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but you just put them straight on the battlefield.
Yeah, not all of them.
Well, 2 of them, and then the other 2 go back. But that's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Think about it. Wouldn't you love to do that and then be like, what is it? Mana value X for less. So you just make like X3, and then you're like, cool. I would like to show you a... Oh, they're not on... Are they on any of the silence creatures? Just voice? because it makes just voice. Yeah, I mean, so 2 is like solid. I would like to show you this Cloud of Fairies, this Aboro, this Voice of Victory, and then like what other 2 drop would
Destiny
you?
Spinner.
Yeah. Good luck. Pick.
Yeah.
Have fun. That's so correct.
Yeah. Notably in the creatures, because we have seen this kind of popping up quite a bit within Dogthras, no Kinnan.
Yeah,
No
I think
Kinnan
that's
in the
common.
99.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're starting to see that more. Green Suns to protect you from decking yourself.
Yep.
Ooh, with Fairy Mastermind.
He's becoming a sleepy boy.
Yeah.
Will
of the
no
Mardu.
Valley, no High Fae.
I think that's fine.
Are they on a Flash Enable? Born Upon the Wind? I think that's it. Maybe Emergent Zone.
We can check for the E zone. Doesn't look like it.
They're on a Sithis card.
Which one?
Nature's Chosen.
Yeah, that card's becoming more and more common too in a lot of these because you can untap your white. Untap the creature if it's white. So like the Yoshimaru to like do more untapped shenanigans.
Mhm.
This card goes hard if you have like a Meticulous Excavation on board.
Yeah, but they do not have Meticulous.
Yeah, well, the problem is like you can't manually storm through your whole. Like you wouldn't be able to like manually like storm through your deck like you can in Sithis, but it would be kind of neat. But yeah, very niche. Needs a lot of setup. Training Grounds, like you were saying, Earthcraft, Growing Rights, Mystic, Relic,
Yep.
One Ring, Expedition Map, all the good stuff. Anything else that's standing out?
Nope, seems good to me.
Heck yeah.
I mean, we're missing like Ewit, Cloud of Fairy, Snap stuff, but I think, I'll throw that one in there just in case someone's just like, you missed this line. We know.
Yeah, Ewit, Cloud Fairy Snap. Yeah,
we know.
all good.
So,
Anything else?
Nope, I'm good after that.
Hey.
So this is an interesting one. In 7th place, we have Julio Amigo Carrera.
Sounds good.
I think. On Dargo Tevish with 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws.
This is a very interesting.
What we got going on here?
Obnix the Adversary. Casualty. This copy isn't legendary. Power X. When you do copy this spell, the copy becomes a token. Each opponent loses 2 life unless you discard a card. If you control a demon or what the fuck? This token dies. It deals 7. Target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. Huh. That's a very interesting card. I don't get it.
Casualty X.
Oh, I get it. Duh. What am I talking about? Yeah, when you cast it, you can sack the Dargo. So the copy will come in with the -7 ability. So then you can just activate the ability. Target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. So you just get to immediately like quick burst 7 cards. It was taking me a second. I was looking at the card going, what the
So it's like a personal will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty sick. Sorry, it was taking me a second. I was like, what? Goblin Welder, Impulsive Pilfer. Pilfer's so good in the list. Welder's good. Stadium Headliner. Where's creature attacks? Sacrifice it. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control of a target creature. That's pretty cool. Charming Scoundrel. Yep. Magda. Magda's so good in these lists because you just make so many treasures. Oh, yeah. So they're on the Ruthless Technomancer, Deadpool lines. Rakdos the Muscle, and this list is solid. Too.
I bet you can use the Stadium Headliner somewhere with the Ruthless Technomancer line. I would like if you make enough treasures and then you continue to recur the Stadium Headliner and just ping the table that way.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Sack it at the beginning of the next end step. Sack this creature. It does damage equal to the number of creatures.
Because you would pay 2, sacrifice the Stadium Headliner. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control. Well, I guess it's more so like removing big targets for anything. Like, I guess it helps take care of things. Like Draenith is going to be something that's really like shutting this deck down.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess it's a semi-flexible piece, and you could do it at instant speed. So like, even if a Kinnan is trying to pop off or things like that, I mean, you're making a bunch of creatures potentially through some stuff, even though you're kind of limited on your creature count in this. I don't know. It is just odd seeing a Dargo deck right now without the white.
Yeah, I kind of like the Marionette Apprentice because it loses life versus damage.
So it gets around the One Ring.
One Ring, Marionette Apprentice. Yeah. So I don't know if people. I mean, obviously, like Dargotun has been going around long enough now that people probably have like some of the lines figured out. But essentially, like Deadpool Technomancer, you cast the Technomancer, sack Dargo, you'll make 7 treasures, and then you will bring Dargo back for 1. So you go down a treasure, cast Deadpool, and then on ETB it takes the Technomancer like text box, and then will eat the Dargo. Dargo will go back to the zone. You'll net another 7 treasures minus whatever it costs to cast the Technomancer or the Deadpool. And then on your next cast of Dargo, eat the OG Technomancer because its power is only 2. So then you'll eat it as part of the cast of Dargo, and then use the Deadpool Technomancer, reanimate the Ruthless Technomancer, making 3 mana and sacking 2 treasures. So each time you repeat this loop, you'll go up a treasure. So you just repeat the loop over and over and over again, and then you'll make infinite treasures. And then after that, finish with the Dargo cast, sacking the OG Deadpool, and then bring it back with Technomancer. Use the pay 3 ability to sack it. Each player draws a card, and you can repeat this loop at instant speed. So if somebody tries to interact at any point, barring like a split second type of effect, like a trick bind or something like that, then you're gonna basically draw everybody out at instant speed. Soul Trader seems really good here. 1, because it's a sack outlet, allowing you to pay life and create treasures. That just seems so good in this list. Mayhem Devil is another finisher. Seize the Spotlight is insane. Jessica's Will is really, really, really good. I'm not seeing. I mean, they're on wheels. They're on Peered to the Abyss. That just seems good. I mean, obviously, you just sack a Dargo, make the mana. Also, being able to just cast Tevesh if you have nothing better to do.
Well, I mean, you can cast Tevesh, and if Dargo's out, you can +1 it and sacrifice the Dargo and draw 3 more cards.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. Yeah. Well, also, like I'm saying, if you like Dargo makes 7 mana with a sacrifice.
Yeah.
So if you can sacrifice, then you can just eat you can make the mana needed to cast the Tevesh, and then also just recast Dargo for like a red.
Yeah.
Eat it, draw 3 cards.
I feel like this is like basically Dargo trying to go even faster, like just cutting out the white and just let's go faster. Let's add these will effects in here to get to our answers more quickly. And make a bunch of mana on our turn. Continue to dig and dig and dig until we get whatever we need.
Yeah. The only card that I am really shocked by in this list is the Adnaz. I get it, but God, man, like, because I'm just gonna go scroll down a little bit just to see. You're on so many high mana cards, dude. Like Bolus's Citadel. You're on the Peer into the Abyss. You're on the Rakdos the Muscle. You have multiple 4-drops with the Deadpool and stuff. Like there's just a lot of CMC, like a lot of high CMC cards in this list for you to be running the Adnaz. But I mean, it's also, I mean, Adnaz is good. Instant speed, being able to do stuff. But man, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really sick, honestly. I think that, I mean, obviously, Alter the Wretch, just constantly like feeding your breach lines for Dargo, Curse Mirror. Phyrexian Altar, again, it's one of those ones that's kind of weird because, like, it's like I told you that one day, a lot of times your sacrifice is the payoff.
Yeah.
And then the cast, or like you have like a cast payoff and a sack payoff. So, like, unless you have a way to deal a damage when Dargo ETBs from like him actually like hitting the field, like if there's like almost like a Blood Artist-y type of effect, then Phyrexian Altar kind of feels weird because you're sacking the Dargo to make the mana needed to recast the Dargo. So there's no point in there where you can have a sack payoff, if that makes sense. I think the only thing that would really work with was, what was that card? I'm just trying to find it. The Marionette Apprentice. I guess like that's really it. But yeah, I typically, like, again, like you sack the Dargo making mana with this or the Deadpool, or you're gonna sack it with the Rakdos and like get some sort of a payoff, or you're gonna get you'll sack it to the Altar Dementia, get some sort of a payoff. You'll sack it to the Altar of the Wretch, get some sort of a payoff. You'll sack it to Goblin Bombardment to try and like start killing the table. And then your cast stuff would be like Burgi, making you a mana on the cast, and then also being able to make mana via tapping the Dargo with something like a Relic of Legends. I guess Relic plus Altar on board allows you to net a mana every single time also, but then you're only well, you can filter it, I guess, into whatever color mana you need. So I mean that's fine, but yeah, I don't know. Phyrexian Altar is just an odd one for me, but I still think that it makes sense. Oh, it's kind of cool. You can just continue to nope, never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me.
Do you have anything else you want to say about the list? Anything else kind of stand out to you? You are the resident Dargo player for between the two of us, so you know most of what's going on. So congrats on 7th place.
Sorry.
In 6th place, we have I'm gonna say Nicolas Guinyazu. I don't know. On Derevi with 2 wins, 1 loss, and 3 draws.
It looks
like Derevi.
Oh, dude, there's so much stuff in here. What is this? They've got Weather Wayfarer seems good. We're starting to see that card pop up way more. Fanatic of Ronus, Scheming Fence. Good lord, brother. Aven Interrupter, Aven Mind Sensor, the Kite Sail, Plagon, Bright Glass, the Enduring Curiosity, which is interesting. I've seen that card popping up some. The Cephalid Empress. Preston is the win line. Wait, are they on Feldar? Did I miss that? Or where is it? Where would it be? Or are they on like any other thing like that?
I don't see anything. This
I
is
guess
like
I don't need it.
Really it's like really creature heavy, really stacks creature heavy.
Yeah. Essentially, Preston looks like the win line here. I mean, there's probably other stuff, obviously. Like, you can just do Kitten flips if you needed to, like, start going that route with it. Being able to do some stuff with, like, Kitten Bright Glass to, like, get all your mana positive rocks. Essentially, though, if you have a meal in Preston, you can continue Flicker Derevi, make enough mana to where you'll have token copies of Derevi come in, so you basically get like a double payoff with it, and then you can start sacking the illusions with the mana that you have to exile all of the non-land permanents for all your opponents.
Well, I don't think because the Legends rule would still apply.
Yes,
right, on the illusion, so you would have to sack the illusion.
No, you will sack the Derevi, and then I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But oh wait. Yeah, no, that's why they normally run the Felidar. What am I talking about? You're exactly right.
Yeah,
I didn't see Felidar.
I didn't see Felidar in it.
Yeah, that's I've seen lists that run the Felidar because they make infinite cats of it. Because then you can continue to like use the other Felidar to blink the OG Felidar. It comes in and then it just creates this loop of like making a bunch of 0/1s. But yeah, what the fuck is this list doing?
I mean, I feel like whenever it's trying to do something like that, though, I feel like the targets are going to be like something like Kite Sail or Scheming Fence, right?
Yeah, it makes
something
sense.
you make tokens of those and turn all, like if you do Kite Sail, you turn all your opponent's stuff into treasures and they're no longer creatures. And what is it, until Kite Sail leaves? Yeah, it's until it leaves.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you have other creatures you can start blinking after you do, like the Derevi mill lines if you have Preston out.
Yeah.
And you do get the double payoffs to that, but then once you, like, switch into, okay, now we're going to go into the Preston plan, you just copy one of your non-legendary creatures, like maybe the Bright Glass or the Displacer Kitten or... like, Displacer Kitten would be stupid to make a bunch of copies of it. But then you start sacking them... to exile all your opponent's things.
Yeah.
So
I guess you just make infinite mana. You can start drawing people out with the Fairy Mastermind stuff. Yeah, my bad. For some reason, I was thinking about the Felidar stuff, not the Derevi.
And it's not just Gaia's Cradle. Like, you have, what is this? You have the Fanatic Aronas in this. You have the Bloom Tender. I was looking to see if they have Fabral Elder as well. I don't see the Fabral in here right away, but those are all like two alternative ways. Like if you don't have the Gaia's Cradle, but you have the requirements for the other ones, you can make the infinite mana that way too.
It would be funny to see you do like multiple like Gilded Drake type shenanigans. Just take everybody's stuff.
Yeah, just make like, yeah, you could probably do that.
Yeah, I was just noticing stuff. Yeah, I mean, Derevi's typically like a control shell. Hey, look at that. That's a really good card.
What? I hate that card.
Yeah,
Do you feel like did you say they were on volatile or gilded?
Gilded.
They're on gilded. It kind of surprised me that they're not on volatile.
Yeah,
Like because what you like with the gilded, you had to change right then and there. Volatile's a May.
Yeah,
and so if they had the volatile in here instead of the gilded, they could continue to flicker the volatile, and off of like if they're doing the Preston thing, they can just start exchanging the illusions for everything else that they have, and then you just kill off all their stuff. But I guess if you don't really want them to have those creatures too, then I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know. There's some interesting things with it, I think.
Yep. Nothing else that I'm noticing. Birthing Pod, obviously, you can sack Derevi into a Preston. You can sack it to go straight to a meal. You can sack it to go into your other effects that are like Staxy. One Ring. I mean, it's really good with Derevi. Deafening Silence. Yeah, this is just a control shell, basically.
Yep.
I spent way too much time talking about this. Anything else?
Nope. In 5th place, we have Eduardo Toledo. I feel like that's been the easiest one pronounced. I probably still fucked it up, but that's been the easiest one pronounced so far. With Tivit, Seller of Secrets, with 3 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw.
Hey, it's Tivit. Now this looks the most traditional, like a typical like list that we're gonna see. No crazy includes so far.
What about this one?
No, that's common in Tivit.
You feel like
now.
okay?
No, that's become very, very popular in Tivit.
Okay. I mean, you're making enough like clues or treasures that you be able to use them right away if you have Urza out. So.
Well, there's times too where you can just cast the Urza and then be able to like still like you've cast the Urza and then use the other artifacts and stuff you have on board to be able to like go and get or to cast a Tivit immediately.
Yeah.
All of those come in and then it's like, oh, you can give me treasures or clues. I don't really care. I'm gonna make enough mana to do whatever. And also it's kind of nice because you can tap your treasures down without immediately having to sack the treasures. So you're getting to like double up on some of those.
Yeah.
And then it helps even more with like keeping more artifacts around for like time sieve and stuff like that. So I think that that's become more popular. I do like that this list is not on Draenith, which is interesting enough. Like I think we're seeing a lot of lists start to come off of it because it doesn't really do anything for you, and you can kind of get baited sometimes into keeping early Draenith hands.
I've made this comment quite a bit before. I feel like in lists like this that if they are trying to be a little bit more control-y, but they're also having to play for again like try to speed up a little bit, like it seems like there always seems to be this cut where it's like, okay, do we keep Draenith or do we keep Opposition Agent? They opted for Oppo in this over the Draenith.
I think that's one. Obviously, like we all run Commander decks, so people are going to want to cast stuff from different from a zone other than like your hand, but
the tutors is what makes the decks more consistent. Though.
I think
this is gonna be more of a catch-all.
Every deck, tutors, and not to mention like Draenith just stops your opponents from doing stuff. Oppo gives you a resource for your opponents taking actions. Yeah. So I think, and it denies them resources. So I think that Oppo just seems like the better move here, personally. Everything else though, it seems really good in my opinion. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that because they're on Displace Your Kitten. I'm a little bit surprised that they're not on the Tezzeret Cruel Captain, but I don't know. But yeah, so I definitely think that Oppo makes the most sense there. I think the other cards look pretty standard. Imp Seal, Demonic Tutor. I've kind of noticed that a lot of Esper Shells don't run things like Diabolic Intent. I personally don't run Diabolic Intent.
Yeah.
Transmute Artifact, obviously super good in this list. Savines is just a good card altogether. Toxic Deluge. Is there anything that's like standing out to you?
In the counter package, I feel like we're seeing Trickbind.
Yep.
And a Misdirection and a Commandeer, which I think that's something that we've seen some of these 3 color piles picking up on, more specifically the Misdirection and the Commandeer, but not as much the Trickbind.
Yeah, I think that Trickbind is becoming more relevant, at least in my opinion. Just it's kind of like we were talking about when we were at game nights one of the last times. Yeah. Was it Drewby that he was talking about whenever he was heading to Steel City? Like he's picked up Trickbind.
Yeah.
I think that so many people are trying to draw people out at that like instant speed, or they're trying to like brain freeze people to death. Like they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cast this I'm going to cast this Fairy Mastermind and make you draw a card. Like, I'm gonna, they're milling themselves out, and then they're like, yeah, I'll cast Fairy Mastermind. But just being able to say, hey, no.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, you have to figure out what you're going to do after that. But being able to be like, no, I'm going to stop that. Or even like we were talking about with the Dargo and the Deadpool stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to loop that stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like they've drawn you through most of your deck, and they're like, it doesn't matter, I can just respond over top of you like this. I've made infinite mana at this point, and then they draw you into a trick bind, and you're like, that's cool, and then they get you down to like maybe 1 or 2 cards left in your deck, and you're like, great, trick bind, and then they can't do it anymore, or you let them kill your opponents if they have like less cards, and then now you're the only one left, and then you're like, cool, trick bind, okay, born upon a win, yeah, I'm gonna win right now. Yeah, I mean, so I think that stuff like that, you're seeing that a little more. Misdirection has been solid.
Really?
I have loved this card, and Commandeer has been solid. I have loved this card.
They're also on a counterspell I fucking hate.
I think this card, I personally think this card sucks.
I hate that card.
Yeah, I get it that it's, I just think it's bad.
I mean, they could tell me otherwise, but to me, that's not a good card.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, if it's working for them, it's working for them. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. Yeah. I do like Muddle in this list too, because you can just pitch it and go get Thassa.
Yep.
And it's just an activated ability, the transmute, so you're not casting anything.
Right.
You're just like, cool. And then you just look at me, go, show me a Luswa. Or show me a Trick Bind. Yeah.
Or you go and get this card right here.
Well, that's what I meant. Or Time Sieve. I said Thassa. I said Thassa.
You could get either one, but
yeah. But I said Thassa. I meant Time Sieve.
I'm skipping ahead of him. I'm looking at the artifacts, but it's a bunch of rocks, Graph Diggers, a Cursed Tome, like we're used to seeing in Tivit. The Imposter Mech starting to pop up more and more in some of these piles that want to copy Orcish Bowmaster, because outside of just the Rhystic stuff and the blue farm things, I feel like Orcish Bowmaster is still pretty prevalent in our format.
Yeah.
So I know even in our Discord, there's been a discussion, I think either today or yesterday, about like someone hoping they'll just ban Bowmaster because they play mono green. But yeah, look at other things here. Enchantments seem fine. No Necropotence, but this deck isn't trying to go that fast anyway, so I think that's fine.
You're seeing a lot of Esper decks cut Necro just because we don't have that luxury of being able to fix our mana in the instep with like how some of these lists can just like throw down a Valley Flood Caller, drop a Breach, drop a LED, they crack, but then they've got like a Born Upon a Wind that they can cast, and then they can respond to their Necro triggers and do all sorts of crazy stuff. With us, it's kind of there or you didn't.
I feel like this Fomori Vault is stupid in Tivit, like good stupid, because like I might have this useless card in my hand right now, or I need an answer right now, but I don't have a tutor, but I have all these artifacts because of the Tivit trigger and all the rocks and things like that. Let me pay 3 into this land, tap it, discard a card, and look at the top X cards and pull out whatever answer I need in that moment.
Yeah.
It seems good to me.
Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Yeah. I mean, other than that, it looks good. Just good Esper Shell.
Yep. So congrats on 5th place.
Yep. Heck yeah.
In 4th place, we have Alberto on Atali.
What's that last name?
I can't.
Mendiolagotia. Goi.
I would say yeah. Alberto. We have Alberto in 4th place on Atali with 3 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws.
This is Atali, brother.
Is it chunky?
It's chunky.
Is it chunky doing chunky things?
They got Knuckles, which is neat. They got Emrakul.
They have Knuckles.
Knuckles in the list.
Ooh.
What is this?
That's what I was looking at. I mean, there's some spicy things in this. You don't typically see the Emrakul. We don't normally see a Wandering Archaic in chunky, do we? Some lists are doing.
It depends. Yeah.
Knuckles seems interesting.
Knuckles is funny.
Knuckles, Roaming Throne in this, the Wandering Archaic, the Hairgas, Erupting Nullkite, Emrakul.
Yep.
Okay, there's a few interesting things in this. It's not just a regular chunky, but for the most part, it is.
Yeah. Everything else, as far as like sorceries, that stuff looks like what we see in chunky.
Yeah, it's I think the biggest differences I've seen so far is just in the creatures.
Yes,
I would say.
Yeah, People picking up the Eldrazi's Confluence. I think it's funny. It's really good.
Heard that was a good card.
That is a good card. Check them out. Same thing. The artifact package looks looks right. Sylvan Library and World Breach food chain. Yep,
seems good.
Yeah, dude. Atali doing Atali things.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some interesting picks in this. Like we mentioned those creatures, but yeah, overall, it's pretty much the chunky. So, Congrats on 4th place finish here. In 3rd place, we have Paula Lopez with Winota, Joiner of Forces, with 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws.
Damn, we ain't seen Winota.
We have not seen Winota
in a long time. Yeah. Little creatures to do damage. You got the LC to protect. Giver of Runes to protect. Are we on Mother of Runes too? Or am I missing it? I don't see it. Doesn't look like it.
Let me put this out here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ocelot Pride and Charismatic Conqueror seem busted.
Oh yeah.
In Winota.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if those are cards that were traditionally ran at the list, but this is almost like taking a little bit of Bardius tech and putting
it Charismatic Conqueror is a good card for sure. The Razorkin seems really good. Archon. Dang, dude. Just a ton of 57 creatures.
Jesus.
Holy shit. Blade Historian. Sanctum Prelate. Rick.
Ooh, this is interesting. This Samurai of the Pale Curtain. If a permanent would be put in a graveyard, remove it from the game instead.
Where?
It's next to the Razorkin Needlehead. Right there. Yeah.
Whenever this creature, if a permanent would be put into a graveyard, exile instead. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, that's sick. Is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact they control, it deals 1 damage to that player. Ooh, so that does stop some like breach shenanigans. It hurts, just kind of like incidental damage. Lightning Army of 1. What is it? Flying, trample, lifelinks, stagger.
It's a Final Fantasy card.
Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until next turn, if a source to deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double that damage instead. Jesus. Yeah. And then you got like certain loops that allow you to just win the game. I mean, this is just beats.
Yeah.
Winota beats. Tybalt's Final Fortune Silence, Red Blast, Angel's Grace, D-Swat.
Well, and I'm like okay, so here's the thing with I feel like with Winota. One, like I feel like maybe this and Tyam are like the 2 main, and then what? Blood Pod, the 3 main like viable Staxy strategies that are in the format at times.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see them pop up on a regular basis, but when someone takes it to an event, especially in the meta that's in right now where everyone's expecting blue farm and like winning on top of each other, not a lot of people are prepared for this game plan. And Winota, even though it's a stack stack, can really come out of the gate really quickly. So if it stacks the board, starts putting down a lot of these creatures, is getting the Winota flips and hitting good things right off the top, like it very quickly becomes a threat at the table. Mm-hmm. So
are you seeing this though, the Breath of Fury?
Yeah, I've seen it pop up from time to time in some of these lists.
Mm-hmm. Just sick. This is cool.
I don't think they're using it as a combo piece. Because I've seen it typically used as like a combo piece in lists, but I'm not seeing what it is technically comboing with here.
Well, it probably just can combo with the Rionia.
Maybe.
That, I mean, also just being able to like get the creatures that can attack, you just untap, do it again, you're going to flip through more of your deck. The stuff that can't, obviously, it is what it is, but you're able to just like continue to flip through your deck, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, and just keep putting it on creatures that can still attack and sack stuff and just kind of go from there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a funny.
So, yeah, I ain't got anything else. You got anything?
Nope, that's it,
right,
dude.
Congrats on 3rd place.
Glad to see.
In 2nd place, we have Lucas Visas. I think that's how it's pronounced. On Malcolm Vile Smasher with 4 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. What we got here? What you saying?
It looks like Malcolm Bile. You got the Glinthorn combo. Van is really good with Malcolm. It's almost like another Ragavan type of effect. You got Raggy. Last Chance, just Grixis Shell. Looks like they're going fast. Got the Jessica's Will. Like I said, Last Chance. Running a lot of good things.
Rain of Filth is in this.
Yeah, good ways to get to the Glinthorn. Limdals, they're just going Glinthorn. Adnons. Yeah, dude, this is just a good Grixis pile that runs a Glinthorn combo in it, but it's still sick. It sucks because like there's nothing else that's like super fancy. I'm not like there's no other crazy combos in it other than just like Grixis. You got Thassa good card package, and then you've got again just you can go Breach if you need to, and then you got the Glinthorn combo.
Yep.
Anything else you can think of?
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, still congrats. I know we didn't spend a ton of time on this list, but like congratulations.
Yep. All right. In first place, we have, I'm going to say Ignacy Ibanez Marti.
That sounds good.
I'm impressed. You're impressed with me? Thanks, Dad. On Blue Farm with 4 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws.
You're welcome.
Apparently, they were kicking ass on this Blue Farm list because they only got 1 loss for the entirety of the event. So let's take a look.
No OBM.
Again?
No OBM. Turns out that's right. Everybody cut OBM right now.
Okay, hold up. What? Are they going to be on Dramatic Reversal?
Yes.
You think so?
Calling it right now.
Is that the spice of?
Yeah. Also, okay.
The spice of Spain.
Let's assess this real quick, okay? Because this looks like the most mid-rangey-ish Blue Farm that we've seen so far. Do we think that they're on Last Chance?
Most of the other ones have been.
Yeah. What do you think?
Because they're on Valley Flood Color, I'm gonna say that they are on one of the Sorcery Speed extra turn.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
And then, do you think they're on Jessica's Will?
Yeah.
I say no also.
You say no on that one too?
What did we say? What was the other card that we Dramatic Reversal? I think they're on Dramatic.
I think they're on Dramatic.
Okay, let's see. Let's see who was right. Damn it.
Ha! Yeah! Fuck you, Blake. So oh man.
Vindicated. So I don't know about this.
I might not win rock, paper, scissors, but I'm gonna win that shit.
Fuck me. No Dramatic Reversal.
No, never mind.
I was like all wrong. At least you got 2 for 3.
Oh man. So yeah, they are on the Last Chance. They are on the Jessica's Will. No Dramatic Reversal. But I think that's kind of telling. Like all the other Blue Farm lists, and yeah, all the other Blue Farm lists were on the Dramatic Reversal. The one that is not on Dramatic Reversal is the one that won the event.
Yeah. This also looks like I first looking at the creature package, I was thinking it was going to be more mid-rangey, but then thinking about cutting OBM, you're probably not mid-rangey. And then of course we see Last Chance, Jessica's Will, we're seeing Rain of Filth. Like, I think this list could just go fast as hell if it wants to.
Yeah, and part of me even thinking about that, I was like, okay, some of those other lists that we saw, like there was one list that was on both the Jessica's Will and the Last Chance. They weren't on a flash enabling like Valley Flood Color or High Matrix, or like they had Born Upon the Wind, but that was really it. Whereas this list, at least they are focused on having Valley Flood Color in the list, and then if they need to, Ride of Flame, Last Chance, go into my extra turn.
Yeah, notably
before everyone else gets to.
Notably, this list isn't on Rogreg.
That is also true. Yeah. We forgot about that, didn't we? All the other ones running him. So, but again, like those are kind of 2 includes that we've seen, like as far as something that's different for this event.
Yeah.
This is not on the Rogue Rack and not on the Dramatic Reversal, and it performed better than the other ones.
For sure.
You know, so
maybe
a
little better. No Wandering.
No Wandering.
No. And then typical enchantment package.
Yep.
Oh, we haven't looked. I haven't looked yet. Forbidden Orchard? Yes, no? Or do you think Starting Town?
Starting Town. I think Starting Town. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say Starting Town too because of how fast it is. Watch us both be fucking wrong again.
We're both wrong.
It was on neither. I didn't get shit right about this list.
Well, makes me feel a little bit better about my day. So yeah, congrats on your first place finish here with Blue Farm.
Hell yeah, dude. So what'd you think overall about this tournament in Spain?
Well, I mean, obviously there's still a ton of Blue Farm. Like what? Out of the top 16, there was one,
Let's look at the
2,
metagame,
3, 4. There were 5.
13 entries, 5 top cuts for a conversion rate of 38.46.
Wow.
Yep. No other deck had multiple top cuts. Just Blue Farm. There was a couple other like 6 entries from Kennen and no top cuts.
Wow.
2 Sisseys, no top cuts. 3 Magdas, no top cuts.
The only Derevi player.
2 Rogdrasses, no top cuts.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yep. Couple of VVs, couple of Terras, couple of Ra. Oh wait, 1 Rao. Only 1 Timnathras in the whole event.
Wow.
That's freaking weird.
That's wild.
What?
Yeah.
You're telling me there were more Winotas than Timnathras players? I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is kind of crazy. But no, like, I don't know. I think that, we're still clearly seeing that Blue Farm is still in the best position, it seems.
Yeah, I think that this kind of debunked our video that came out Monday.
How so?
Because all these lists are just like Turbo Farm. So even
like trying to do the Rain of Filth and stuff like that. But I mean, but the thing is, the one that went least in that direction, I feel like, which I think is this, where they didn't include the dramatic reversal. There, like some of the excludes, like, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of like what I was saying on Monday. I feel like depending on how you want to change things up, or even if you try to like get out of mid-range, you can convert this deck into a faster deck. Mm-hmm. But I think that the ones that are performing better are the ones that are still trying to grind in the mid-range and accrue value and things like that. And I feel like even though, again, this one is on the Rain of Filth, the Necropotence, things like that, I kind of feel like that's, with the way the deck is built, I don't think it's trying to actually go that quickly and can pivot just whenever it needs to, compared to some of those other ones that are trying to go faster with either the dramatic reversal or things like that. So
I'm just curious. I just kind of want to look at one. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can wrap everything up. I'm just curious to see what a Blue Farm list looked like that didn't end up there. What are we seeing? Yeah, the one that the next best one that didn't end up actually making it into top cut was on like the Delny package and other stuff. So it does look like that they're on Meme Bet instead of the more turbo plan. No Rain of Filth. Yeah, it literally looks like this is like the most mid-rangey one that I'm seeing currently. And it looks like they didn't make it in. So I don't know. Like some of the other lists look a little more, I don't know. Maybe Blue Farm's turning over a new leaf. They're on Turbo Farm.
Well, and if you want to get our thoughts on Blue Farm currently in the state of the matter, go check out our podcast episode from this week.
Yeah.
And actually decide for yourself whether or not this is truly the best. But we are starting to see shifts in things throughout not just this deck, but the format as a whole. I don't know. Like I think we're still in a spot where like clearly anything can win, but the representation of Blue Farm and the consistency of it, I think still just puts it at the top overall. Yeah. And again, it's like I said, for this event, there's five in the top 16.
Well, obviously, we're not delusional and going to pretend like the best deck is not the best deck, but I like to spark debate. You know? I like to hear people get in the comment section and be like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Yeah.
And I get to be like, "Yes, we are," as a matter of fact. Did you hear us try to pronounce some of these names? Of course we are. You got anything else though, brother?
No, I don't have anything else. Do you?
No.
I think we're good on this. This was a fun event to cover, but I don't know. I don't know what other big events are coming up soon, so we'll see what happens for next week. But until then, if you don't have anything, I don't have anything. If you like what we're doing, if you want to see us continue to cover events like this, if you have any topics of discussion that might spark controversy, like we were just talking about that Blake enjoys doing, to sending us into chaos.
Controversy within reason.
Yeah.
Like cEDH controversy, like not controversy. But yeah. We're not that kind of channel.
Give us the Epstein list. No, we're not doing that. But but
you just look at yeah. Oh,
We're gonna go in a whole different direction.
It's just all the Blue Farm pilots. They were all on the island.
They're all. So, well, maybe not until this point. But if you did like what we were doing, let us know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and as always,
go play some cEDH. Oh shit! Could you imagine? It's a fucking list this long, and it's just a bunch of Blue Farm pilots on Epstein's Island, and we're like, fuck that deck.